Namaskar. Welcome to the special broadcast of P Gurus. Now I'm going to share with you some interesting developments in Chennai. There is a constituency called RK Nagar. And before I go into the story, I want to show you a quick slideshow. Here it is. Meet John Ebenezer. He's a DMK MLA of RK Nagar constituency. Yes, that constituency which the AMMK leader TTV Dinakaran won a few years ago by giving allegedly rupees 20,000 per voter, and that's how he allegedly won that seat. And in fact, you had like a Diwar like situation where half part of a note was given before you were elected. You got some money ahead of time, and then afterwards you had to go back and submit the other half, and then they reconciled it and gave you the remaining. Anyway, all that skullduggery, and TTV Dinakaran did win that one, just to make a point, but I'm sure he lost a lot of money in this. Then again, next time around in 2021, he lost his deposit. What did Mr. John Ebenezer do? Well, what he did was he forced a sanitation worker, who also happens to be a Dalit, to clean a sewer with bare hands. Now, I'm going to give you a bunch of links right after this video is finished, so you can take a look at what happened. And in one of those links, you can actually see the video where he's exhorting the guy and saying, you go and clean with your bare hands. What's the problem with this? Well, it turns out that it is a crime under Prevention of Manual Scavenging Act as well as the SC/ST Act. So we are not talking about one contravention, you're talking about multiple contraventions. Now, imagine what would happen if the sanitation workers of Chennai go on a strike demanding an apology from Mr. Ebenezer. What gives him the hubris, the arrogance that he can order someone to do this and then get away with it? Here's what happened. There is a reporter by the name of Shalin Maria Lawrence who reported on this, and I've also given you her tweet link so you can take a look at that. And after her first tweet, this guy, Ebenezer, is threatening her, saying that if you don't remove the MLA forced the corporation sanitation worker, then I will file a complaint. And she is saying, go ahead, make my day. Now, for all those who don't know, Shalin Maria Lawrence is also a Dalit activist. So here we are seeing the real force of someone who is trying to show the truth and the mirror to the DMK government, which prides itself on working for social justice. I do it in double quotes because anything that they do, you won't be able to say that it is indeed that these people are standing for social justice. Now, there is one other interesting twist in this. But before we go to that, let's first find out, is Mr. Ebenezer going to give an apology to the nation saying what I did was wrong? It should have not been done. Because you see something similar to this. Just because somebody is an elected MLA or an MP, they throw their weight about. They want to show that they are the boss. And don't laws apply to them? Would they not have to be prosecuted? So who's going to prosecute their MLA? Is the DMK going to order the police to arrest this person for the crimes he committed? By the way, the crime, you can spend up to a year in jail for this, I heard. I have to read the exact fine print on what the violation implies, but this is a pretty serious violation. And RK Nagar residents have been complaining that they're having a serious water crisis at a time when it is pouring water. It is pouring buckets in Chennai. What it means is that the distribution scheme is flawed, and they don't do proper maintenance of the one big lake that stores water for Chennai, Chembarambakkam, and it goes on. By the way, viewers, please like this video right away so it has the best chance of going viral. Also, you can ask me questions with the hashtag AskShree, ASKSREE. I'm a little hampered. I'm doing all by myself. So I need to be able to look at the questions and say which ones are real questions and which ones are observations. So also an interesting twist about what is happening in terms of what happens for the Dalits. See, there is a rumor doing the rounds, and there is some substance to this, and I'll tell you all that stuff. The mayor of Chennai, that post was reserved for a woman and a Dalit. Remember, it has to be a woman, and that person has to be a Dalit. Well, the current mayor, a DMK corporator, is alleged to be a Christian. See, here's the problem. Once you change religion to Christianity, then you lose your scheduled caste status automatically. You are only a Christian from that point forward. And now, how this came to light was right after her election, there were a bunch of people who happened to be from her diocese who were sending congratulatory messages. And then suddenly somebody woke up, I think it was Karthik Gopinath, our intrepid YouTube blogger, and asked these questions. Is she a Christian? If that is the truth, then she cannot be the mayor of Chennai because she's no longer a Dalit. This problem has to be sorted out by the center, and they have to act. Yeah, you can make this an example, remove the mayor, and then have a proper Dalit woman be the mayor. And any amount of justice that you can do to the Dalits, wherever there is a requirement that such a requirement be met, you should do it. And this is not fair. The real Dalits are not getting the benefits of many of the reservation schemes. So this also has to be addressed. I just wanted to put that thing out because this government appoints these dummy people as mayors. In fact, this mayor lady was hanging onto the footboard of MK Stalin's car while trying to speak to him. This is also a video that has been doing the rounds. It's a very dangerous thing to do. She's wearing a sari. She's trying to hide and not have videographers take the video of her trying to hide and also have a conversation with MK Stalin, who's sitting inside the car. And evidently, Mr. MK Stalin has some sort of an immuno problem which limits him from even coming close to people. We don't know what the reason is, but I have seen also other videos where when his constituents try to come close to him, he keeps saying, go away, go away, go away, move. So there is some problem he has, some health problem that prevents him from getting close to anybody. So he has to keep that distance. Whatever be the reason, it was a ludicrous sight watching a young mayor trying to talk to her chief minister, whatever be the problem. So, we live in an imperfect world, and DMK shows you what kind of imperfections exist in this society. Surely they understand that some of these things are glaring omissions and a stinging slap on their face for how badly they are managing things. When are they going to shape up? Are they ever going to clean up their act? I don't know. I hope that the answer is a yes to that. I also hope that this particular MLA renders an unconditional apology. I'm telling you, I did this thing early in the morning because I believe that the BJP is going to make a big issue out of this. So stand back and see how things play from here. And it is in the prudent interests of DMK to immediately submit an apology and move on. Otherwise, this is going to become a big deal. Thanks for watching, and let's try and take some questions now. Okay, I have one question here. Let's say 2026 doesn't go Annamalai's way. Do you think he'll move out of politics? I don't think he'll move out of politics, Mode E. See, it takes a lot of time to win elections. See, popularity at meetings doesn't translate itself into votes. There are many more considerations, including BJP will also have to reckon with the fact that if DMK says that they will give 2,000 rupees per vote plus something, they'll have to figure out a way to match it and still appear to be corruption free. I don't know how they'll solve that problem. It's not an easy problem to solve, but I'm telling you, people will not take a new party seriously unless you show some money. So ABS wants to know, SC/ST Commission cannot initiate any action. They sure can. There is proof now. There are several links. Again, anybody who watches this video, they can go and click on the links and they'll get the latest update on what is happening. And if somebody wants to take suo motu action, then please feel free to do so. Charles here says, no, Mr. Iyer, the original caste is not wished away from the society. No, Charles, I disagree. The scheduled caste reservation was given to somebody because they did not have the benefits of the society that some others had. That stands together even today, and the government has been very sincere in its implementation of it. Unfortunately, if somebody tries to have the cake and eat it too, that is just not on. Sorry, I disagree with you on this. Srinivas Jayaprakash, in the run-up to 2024, all the major regional parties are wantonly bringing caste politics to the fore as a counterblast to Hindutva. Do you think they will succeed? Your 2 cents, please. Srinivas, we are all human beings first. If you look at the order, humanity, right? We are human beings first, then we are citizens of a certain country, then we are the citizens of a certain state, and then after that, it comes down like this. We speak a certain language as our mother tongue, and somewhere down below, many other layers is what religion we profess to, and caste is not even there. Remember, this has been abused for hundreds of years to suit people's interests. If you go back, you have to go back to Bhagavad Gita and understand what the Varna system says. So until everybody, not just one or two, but everyone understands that this is what it is, this is what my profession is, my profession defines my Varna. And an acceptance in the society that yes, you are a teacher, you are a Jnani and a Tyagi, therefore you are a Brahmin. Unless that happens, this is going to be there, this will be exploited. However, look at what Annamalai is going to do. In fact, I'm going to take a small diversion here and tell you what I think is going to happen. It's MK Stalin is imminent to have some sort of a surgery done. We don't know what exactly it is. I've been thinking that it is going to happen. He himself has said in a meeting that he's not very healthy right now. So he suffers from something that requires him to take a fair amount of time away from his duties as a chief minister. Now, assume that that has to happen at a certain time. Now go back and look at what happened. Recently, his son, Udayanidhi Stalin, got anointed as a sports and something youth affairs minister. Next, you will see that this guy will get elevated to deputy chief minister, because that's how DMK has done it in the past. Sometime soon, you will see him becoming the deputy chief minister, and then MK Stalin will go for a long journey or a long time off to try and recuperate, because he needs to be around for the 2024 elections just outside shot from the moonshot kind of thing, that the opposition is able to cobble together sizable numbers to be able to throw his hat in the ring. I don't know what he can do. He doesn't speak good English. He doesn't speak Hindi at all. Then how can you be somebody who can be effective at the center? Anyway, that is just something that has to be seen when it happens. But the long and short of it is, we need to start saying, each and every one of us, that this is my Varna and this is what I do. For instance, my last name may be Iyer, but I believe I am doing the work of a Kshatriya because I'm using my pen to fight several battles. I'm not winning many, but at the same time, I'm not stopping either. Next question from Funny Mantravadi. Guys, can we stop now? I'll take 2 more questions and then we'll stop, because it's already 14 minutes. I wanted to tell you the crux of the problem, and let us see how this goes. Funny Mantravadi wants to know, this DMK regime is very arrogant. How do you look at the DMK flag post erected in public property, in public platform in Chennai? There is a difference between an official of the DMK party discharging his official duties versus him doing his party duties, and this distinction has blurred. Well, it's not even funny. This is something that is quite egregious. You can catch it, but there is something more that DMK has been alleged of doing. Not just DMK, many other regional parties also. There will be a central scheme on which some gifts and grants will be given, and these guys will put a sticker on that. In fact, if you remember, when Jayalalitha was in power, there was this huge deluge which took the whole city underwater for several days. And at that time, when the food packets were being distributed, they were putting JJ sticker on them. This was being done by army and several voluntary organizations. These guys would insist on putting their sticker. So this cuts both ways, okay? Whether it is Dravida, both Dravida parties are guilty of this. But my point again here is humanity comes first, guys. Don't try to impose your party on this. And this doesn't work. It's until now there wasn't this much prevalence of social media, but now, especially in a developed states like Tamil Nadu, for those who may think that how come Tamil Nadu is developed, it is number 2 in terms of GDP, state GDPs. Number 1 is Maharashtra, number 2 is Tamil Nadu, number 3 is Karnataka. Although the way it is going with the DMK regime, Tamil Nadu may slip to 3 and Karnataka may become number 2. Anyway, so the thing here, takeaway is these things should be avoided. In fact, this is not right. It's not only morally wrong, it's also legally wrong. Somebody needs to pick up the courage to point with evidence saying that they did this thing, and then the action will be taken. Next question from Modi again. Annamalai confronted and grilled the press today like none other in the past. What does this mean for the immediate future of press and journalists paid to push an ideology? Well, it is trouble for them. He also told in that press conference that he will not take any questions from YouTube bloggers. There has to be some way to understand that there is grain and there is chaff in YouTube bloggers. Some of us are serious bloggers. We are not interested in getting some sensationalism going. So there has to be some way that BJP can say, okay, somebody is legit. These people are the real deal, that they should be allowed to ask questions. I don't know whether that will happen or not. But yes, I saw that fiery press conference. He took, I think, Pudhiya Talamurai journalist to the cleaners. Another journalist also, he took him to the cleaners saying that, oh, you think my watch has a hidden camera or a hidden listening device? I'll give you my camera, my watch for 24 hours. I'll even pay for whatever you want to do with it. Find out and tell me what you find. So he is getting a little strong. I think it is deserved because people ask rocket science questions of this guy, and they expect him to answer everything, that everything should be on his fingertips. Anyway, I think they deserve what they are getting. Okay, that I have finished. Funny Mantravadi, Shri, what do you have to say regarding the DMK office bearers attempting molestation of women police? This is the height of it. In fact, this also happened somewhere deep south, and after an uproar, again the BJP initiated, and they fought for the rights of the police women. The 2 DMK party members were finally arrested and an FIR has been filed. Again, see, these things don't mean much. They'll be let off a day after. The DMK has really abused the law and order system, primarily the order system. Law, I leave it at, it has to be on a case-to-case basis. This is abuse, and this is not just one party. DMK is... many of these excesses are showing up because of the strong opposition by Annamalai. He is pointing out all these things very quickly. He was at the forefront of the Lavanya battle. Again, what happened to the CBI inquiry in this? Why can't they come out and tell what happened? Because there are some very disturbing scenes that took place afterward. The dean who was arrested got freed, and then when she comes out of jail, the local MLA, who happens to be from the same community as the dean, garlands her. This person is guilty of killing a student for refusing to convert to Christianity. So you have egregious display of abuse and some sort of, I'm special because I'm from a certain religion and all your rules don't apply to me. Oh, by the way, in a previous life, I happen to be a Dalit and I'll make use of those rules also. So this BS has to stop. This BS really has to stop. And I heard that there is a legislation that is being written to be passed in parliament that when a Dalit becomes a Christian or a Muslim, that they will still retain their Dalit right. It is there for scheduled tribe. It is not there for scheduled caste, and it should not be there. In fact, these reservations were a temporary thing for 10 years. I don't know why they're just still around, because it really doesn't make a difference in real life. It doesn't make a difference. All right, guys, that's all the questions we have. Thank you very much. Again, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.